Hello, my lovely Libras. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your guided twin flame soulmate reading for the month of May. Please like, comment, subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more that I can send to you. So anyone new here, welcome. This is the deck that we use to look at the general energy of things, and then we also take a look at the light aspect, which is the lighter karmic lessons and also what is known to us. And we also take a look at the shadow aspect, which is the darker, more difficult karmic lessons that we experience in soulmate twin flame relationships, and also what is hidden from us, things that are in the shadow that we try to bring to the light in order, to be aware of it, but also to heal it. We also take a look at the erratic energies, but that is in the extended and the description. It's in the link is in the description box below. So I just want to get started, but I want to let you know during the cleansing ceremony, I hope everyone is well during these crazy times too. But anyway, during the cleansing ceremony, two cards wanted to jump out at me, and it was Judgment and the Hermit. So I think that there was some sort of judgment call where someone has decided to go into hermit mode, which is, being by yourself, or that quarantine or maybe being in hermit mode has really brought judgment to you. And judgment card I always associate with Libra because the judgment comes after the balance of the scales. And it was really funny when I was cleansing the light deck, I kept hearing dirty socks. So I don't know, whoever needs that message, there you go. But let's see, what is Libra bringing right now? What is Libra bringing to the relationship? High Priestess in reverse. So your divine feminine is not having this shit. I think that you might be feeling a little bit not in your power fully, and I'm really sorry to hear that, Libra, but it feels like you're not exactly sure how to manifest this. Like you don't know what page of the book, in order to find the answer that you seek. This, like I said, this is divine feminine in reverse. So, and I feel like it's like you don't have the answer is what I'm hearing. Like, I don't have the answer. What's the light energy of this? Four of Wands and Eight of Wands. Wow. So you are really interested in manifesting this, but it's like, the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Four of Wands upright, I always take as, that heart, that passion, that intensity, that love, the Wands energy. But in a community-based or family-based setting. Like, I love you like a friend kind of thing. And let's manifest and work together. It's not necessarily a love relationship. So it's like, in reverse, it's like, you don't want it to be that way. It's like, you don't want the four, you want it eight. You want it all. And I think that there may have been some maybe whoa, let's put a hold on the romance sort of thing. And maybe it's because you haven't been able to see this person, and now they're like, oh, let's just be friends or something. But you definitely want to manifest whatever this is. The Eight of Wands is like, it's two fours coming together, And you want it to be sexual. Eight is a very sexual number, it's the number of Scorpio. All right, so what's the shadow aspect of this? What's Libra bringing in the shadow? What is Libra bringing in the shadow? Oof, quite a lot. That's too many, but we are going to reshuffle. If they want to come out, they will come out. But I will say I saw the Crone of Wands. That's the ending of emotion. So it's like you want some sort of emotion to really end here. The Maiden ushers in new, the Mother nurtures, and the Crone extinguishes and gets rid of that emotion. She dumps out that jug. So there is some sort of emotion that you are just like, I'm done with that. What's the shadow aspect? Eight of Air. Okay, so the way that you are really working on maintaining your inner composure. And I think, this is that eight. It's like you want this so much. You want the eight. But you are, it looks like they are, trying to bring this sort of let's just be friends sort of attitude. And you are really working on your inner balance. Air being communication. This is a very Libran card, so I'm very thankful to see this, where you are balancing your chakras and really working on your inner work so that you can maintain, you know, that chakra alignment in this sort of situation. And you know, like, you're doing that shadow work of finding balance within yourself, which above all signs, Libras, you know, you need to stay balanced most of all, and trying to maintain that balance within you is a difficult journey, because you guys are naturally programmed to want to have a one-on-one relationship with someone that you can balance out and respond to. So I'm really proud of you for, you know, working on this inner balance, even though you're not feeling, you know, your full divine feminine power. I'm so proud of you, Libra. This is the best reading I've seen for you guys in a long time. Let's see what they're bringing to the relationship. What are they bringing? The Page of Cups in reverse. Oh my goodness. So they are, they're not as serious emotionally as you would like them to be. This is being a little bit careless in the emotional world. You know, like the Page of Cups, you know, gives his cup to all. You know, he gets himself in a lot of third-party situations, very watery. This could also be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But, you know, in reverse, this is someone who's, you know, not, whoa, yeah, dude, that wanted to fall. And I was going to say not good at emotionally regulating. And when it came crashing down, I feel like they have breakdowns. Like they're not stable in their emotions. As stable, like they're on that journey, you know, they're getting there. They're still the page. They're not the king. They're not the queen, you know, but they are the page. So they're working on it, but they have some emotional issues. This can also be indicative of some sort of a substance abuse, or like particularly with alcohol. Let's see what the light aspect of what they're bringing. It's the light aspect. Lovers in reverse. Wow. Yeah. So it's like they're not interested in some sort of romantic relationship. And I think it's because they're still, you know, a little loosey-goosey, getting themselves entangled in all of these like loose third-party emotional situations, you know, and like, it's like love is not on their mind at the moment. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Or this could also be, you know, like they don't want to move in together. They don't want to physically, you know, be in the same space, which we had some like energy of, you know, someone going in hermit mode. So it could be, you know, someone who has decided to move out or not move in or something like that. But, you know, hey, sorry that your soulmate twin flame is not feeling the love right now. That happens. That happens in relationships. And I'm so proud that you're focusing on your balance. All right. What's the shadow aspect of what they're bringing? Crone of Air in reverse. So this conversation is not over, and you know that. Well, maybe you don't. It's in the shadow, so you could be unaware. Like, they don't think this conversation's over. They know that there's something has to happen for this book to fully close. You know how I was talking about the maiden mother crone and how the crone like extinguishes? If she was upright, this bitch would be closing the book. Like, this is the end of the book, the end of air, the end of the conversation. But they're bringing that in reverse, so they know that this is not over. Interesting. All right, Libra, let's see what you are desiring from this right now. What is Libra? 9 of Wands in reverse and 3 of Pentacles. So it's like you don't want to have to protect yourself from this. It's like you don't want to go into hiding mode. You don't want to be like afraid of the passion, basically. And you definitely want to describe it and you want to talk to them about it. But I think like it's more in the physical world. It's like you don't want to be, you know, like trapped and enslaved by your own desires is what I'm hearing. Like your passion, your heart, your intensity, you know, all this wand energy that's here, that fire that you're trying to manifest. It's like you don't want to be stuck in that. You really don't. And, you know, you might also be wanting to focus on your work, your money, you know, the coin, or also teaching someone. Some of you might have some children around where, you know, you're homeschooling them or something like that. That is very much a focus. I'm also hearing like teach them a lesson, but be careful. whatever you're seeking inside you to make you feel this balance, it's not going to come as a reaction of them. Just letting you know. What's the light aspect here? Queen of Chalices. So what you desire, you don't really want to talk about this at all. Like, ooh, let me drink some water. Whew. With the Queen of Chalices in reverse, this is, you know, the Queen of Cups in reverse. Upright, it's the highest form of divine feminine in the emotional realm. And this is, you know, really positive emotional regulation. You know, what this person is incapable of. You know, like, this is knowing the emotional world so much that you know when it's time to go to someone else. Like, being so confident in your emotions that you can come to the conclusion of, like, yeah, I need to, you know, express this with a trusted person, you know, with a loved one. This is some burden that I have to share, and something that, you know, I don't want just inside of me. And, you know, it takes a very strong energy to be able to do that. It's very feminine. But in reverse, it's like, you're not having that. You don't want to talk about these emotions. And it might be because they're so strong. And, you know, you're really focusing on your balance that you don't want to emotionally regulate right now. Or maybe it's that you don't want to talk to them. But, you know, we did have the Crone of Air, which is get rid of the emotions. And I feel like that, you know, like, or the Crone of Water, you know, when this first came out. But, like, with the Crone, it's like you want to get rid of the emotions, but you don't want to fully, like, you don't want to express them. You don't want to talk about them. You don't want to, like, maybe people to know your business. Except me. You can't hide from a Scorpio, right? All right, what's the shadow aspect of this? Whoa, that wanted to come right at me. Wow, the circle. Yeah. So what you desire, that's funny because it was coming at me. This is like a circle, you know, attack. So it's like, I think why you don't want to talk about it is because there's this group of friends or family or something, some sort of circle that, you know, would attack you or attack them. So you might be keeping this relationship in the shadow, you know, and this is the circle. And look, this is you, where, like, you don't want to, you know, like, you're like, this is a circle of protection basically, and like hiding away. So another aspect could be like, you don't want this to be a secret anymore, and you want the world to know, you know, you want to show people this relationship, but it does look like it could be a forbidden one. And, you know, with the circle stuck, this is some sort of situation, because it wanted to come out literally flying like this right at me, attacking, is, you know, like, it's stuck energy. It's a circle that, you know, you might not be able to get out of, or that they can't get out of at the moment for the month of May, babies. All right. Wow. That was interesting. Let's see what they desire right now. The Eight of Cups in reverse. So they want some fucking cups. They want some emotion. They want emotional energy. And this might be them, that you don't want to talk to them about the emotions. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, it looks like they're not serious, you know, like, it's not that they're serious. They're not feeling this. Like, there's some journey that they have to go on for them to become the queen and the king of cups, you know, but they're still learning some sort of emotional journey. You know what I'm saying? And like, even though you don't want to talk about this because you're trying to find balance within you, and they still want your emotions. Like, they want this sort of emotional conversation with you, like, to talk about that sort of stuff. But you're just like, I am focusing on my shit. Like, I want the Eight of Wands, not the Four of Wands. And like, you know, they want your cup without giving you what you want, is what I'm hearing. Oof, how dare they? All right, let's see what they desire. They don't want this to be over. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but they don't want to come towards you physically. Like, they, you know, the Knight of Pentacles upright, he plants the seed in the garden. You know, he, you know, plans for the future so that he can, you know, benefit that, you know, get that crop later. You know, he knows how to start something and the benefits of, you know, nurturing it and for it to bloom. But this is in reverse. Like, they are not desiring to plant seeds right now. And I feel like that ties into this. Like, they're not ready or interested in like living together or being together like that. And, you know, I'm sorry, Libra, they're a little underdeveloped. I will say that. We have a Knight and a Page. Like, and on your end, we have the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But they are really strong in the fact that they don't want this conversation to be over. That's for fucking sure. Whew. Libra. All right, let's see what the shadow aspect of what this person desires is. What's the shadow aspect of what they desire? The One of Earth and Mayban in reverse. Exactly like what I said. They're not willing to plant a seed. The One of Earth, they are not taking that risk to physically start something. You know, like get involved when it comes to the coin, when it comes to housing, when it comes to anything tangible you can put your hands on. You know, I'm realizing how much circle shit is going on here. Like, here you are needing to protect yourself from this. Here's the circle that you want to show off. You know, the circle's attacking me, and it's like, they're not fucking doing that. So, you know, and it's because of this, it's because of Mayban in reverse. So, you know, they don't desire starting this because they haven't been able to balance their light and their shadow yet. You know, like, the question is, are you going to wait around for them to do that, for them to do their shadow and light work, you know, because they are less evolved than you. I'll put it, less spiritually evolved, you know what I'm saying? So, not trying to insult them, but you have a lot, you already know. Anyway, so, you know, with my Mayban in reverse, they need to get this upright. Like, they aren't ready to physically start something because they haven't, you know, balanced the energies of the underworld and the outer world. This is the balance of the 3D and the 5D and how they connect, and, you know, how we manifest through that process, you know, of mind and matter. They haven't done that yet, you know. Well, hey, they're just not there. They're just not there. Let's see what the outcome of May is. The Star. Wow. So there's definitely going to be an alignment that's coming up. You know, we have a lot of shit going on in May. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but please do. I do the astrological forecast of each season. I just put Taurus up. There's a lot that's going on. We have Pluto that just went retrograde on the 25th of April. Mercury just entered into Taurus on the 27th. We have Saturn going retrograde, like wee woo wee woo. I don't know if I can put a louder siren on that one. And that occurs on May 10th, May 11th. Mercury goes to Gemini, May 12th. Mars leaves Aquarius and goes into Pisces, May 13th. Venus goes retrograde in Gemini, and then the next day, Jupiter goes fucking retrograde. There's so much going on. I wrote all about it on my Instagram, like I said, if you want to follow me, it's actually the Scorpio. But there's a message for you there, okay? There's definitely a message for you there about what is going to happen. And I did a lot of energy on the Gemini Venus retrograde, specifically because it has to do with twin flame soulmate relationships. So there's a message for you there. Just letting you know. So go ahead and peep that, because there's so much to say. I don't even have time to say it. All right. What is the light aspect here of the outcome for the month of May? But this does include emotional balance, by the way. I didn't mention that, but there is some sort of emotional regulation of, you know, pouring in different areas. So I think that this, you know, this is very similar energy, as you see. Very similar energy. So what you're working on, you know, is going to help you become balanced. And, you know, things will align exactly the way that they need to. The Star card is like divine timing, divine alignment. So, like, if you want this relationship to work, you know, keep focusing on what you're doing, and they need to figure their shit out, and it will It's lining up exactly how it's supposed to. But with the Seven of Chalices in reverse, this is, you know, not emotionally chit-chatting. The Seven of Chalices, wow. Yeah, I need some water. Like, this is drinking casual, you know, like, oh yeah, let's call up and just chit-chat about our emotions, and like, oh yeah, what did you think of that show last night, girlfriend, sort of thing. You know, keeping it very light and airy and being, you know, carefree with, you know, the cups. But it's not that way. So it's not going to be, you know, light and chit-chat with this person. And like, what you're drinking might not be very sweet is what I'm getting. Like, the emotions. For both of you. What's the shadow aspect of this? Whoa. Wow, Saturn. Yeah, I was talking about that Saturn retrograde. That was way too many, but we'll see who wants to pop up again. So, yeah, that Saturn energy, for sure. Check where 1 degree Aquarius is in your natal chart and see what's happening with the Saturn retrograde. All right, let's see. What's the shadow aspect of the outcome for the month of May for Libra and their soulmate twin flame? Whoa. Wow, Beltane. This is the Lovers. Yeah, this is a divine union, and like, this is really going to come to light during this time, is that this is a sacred union. You know, like, it was funny, my all my stuff just unplugged. So like, I feel like you might be unplugging, you know what I mean? And really tapping into this divine energy that you are a part of, and that this is a sacred union, and understanding the path, you know, that has to happen of them fixing their shit, you know, and you doing your shit in order for the twin flame soulmates to come together, and like, to know that it's divine timing and that things are lining up exactly as they should. You know, this is a very rejoiceful energy, and this is in the shadows, so it's not come to light yet fully, you know what I mean? But it is there. This is the best, you know, like, they're not recognizing that it's the Lovers right now, but it is there. It is there. All right, what should be focused on healing? What should be focused on healing? Enchantment. Wow. So there is some, well, interesting. I don't know. You know, Libras are really good with charm spells, so I don't know if maybe you can work on perfecting that and maybe getting it from someone else for a while. Interesting energy. But there's very much, this could also indicate some sort of enchantment on you, or, you know, your soulmate twin flame that maybe needs to be broken. I don't know if maybe someone put an enchantment on them for them not to like see this love. You never know. With these sorts of situations, there are powers that don't want to see the soulmate twin flames unite. So, you know, and I don't know, maybe if you practice yourself, if you can, you know, work on some spell work of your own in some way. What should be focused on healing? Or if like someone did a spell, like that shit needs to be healed. Oop. What else should be focused on healing? Soulmate and retreat. Yeah, that this is a time to retreat from the soulmate. You know, this is a time where they need to figure out their shit. You know, yes, it is a soulmate and you will have this love, but right now it is a retreatment. Okay. Yeah, they have so much to work on. They're just not on your level right now. They know it's not over. They know it's not over. All right, what does Libra need to hear about love right now? Pure love is given like the perfume of a rose, given to all. Or pure love is like the perfume of a rose, given to all. The sun does not care upon whom it shines. The quality of true love, of pure love, knows no such distinction, such as wife or husband, son or daughter, father or mother. So this very much could be a soulmate that is a family tie, because it talks about not distinguishing, you know, the love between different aspects of relationships. So we do have some extra, you know, energy involving there. I see. Okay. Interesting. All right, Libra. And, you know, there is this aspect of also tapping into the universal heart, you know, like, because pure love isn't just given in a romantic way, like the way that you want it. You know, love is, you know how they like love you like a friend? Like, pure love doesn't need this romance. Love is very much a force that is an equalizer for all of our relationships, you know, and like love is a force on its own. And once you're in it, you're in it, and you can tap into it without somebody else. It's beautiful when you can, you know, share that joy with somebody, but the love ultimately is you tapping into that force, not you tapping into the energy of what someone else can give you. So just be aware of that. All right, Libra, if you're interested in the extended reading, the link is in the description box below. Like I said, we will take a closer look at what is going on here, including some of the blockages and how, you know, best to move forward about this. And we'll also tap into the erotic energies of you both if you're interested, if they're getting, you know, cheeky with someone else. But if you are not interested, then I hope to see you again for the for next month's reading. And have a great month of May, and I love you very much. Bye bye.